All right. So it only took about a whopping, 17 days for me to finally have a video removed off YouTube. Okay, let's take a look at this here. So last night I made a video that I was very proud of. I thought it turned out very good, actually. Not only in content, and I'll get to that in a minute, but in just style. I edited it together very nicely. It worked good. I'm getting better in my oratory and my, how I go on with my monologue, and this is all practice for me. So I was very proud of it. It looked well, but the video was called "A Bittersweet Dose of Justice for a Bully." And it was a video that was making the rounds yesterday and a few days ago about a bully in a high school cafeteria. At least I think it was a high school cafeteria, in which a young woman was just unnecessarily and brutally beating on a smaller, more timid girl in the lunchroom while her friends cackled and laughed about it. And in the midst of that beating and that bullying, another student swooped in and served up some justice to the bully. And the video was about 40 seconds long. And my commentary on that was about 6 minutes long. And I kind of reviewed the video and all of the things that were gross and disgusting about it. I talk about bullying in general and why it's so prevalent and why it's so nasty and what breeds bullying and things like that. I just kind of spit out some ideas, and I thought it turned out really well. Very proud of it. And then I woke up to this in the morning. So, hey, Jaybird, that's me. We wanted to let you know that our team reviewed your content, which they didn't. Their algorithm did. And we think it violates our violent or graphic content policy. I don't know about that. I mean, there was no blood. There was a fight, but there are fights all over YouTube. And I mean, as far as violence goes, I've seen way worse. Anyways, we know you may not have realized this was a violation of our policies, so we're not applying a strike to your channel. What they mean is yet. We're not giving you a channel strike yet. However, we have removed the following content from YouTube: A Bittersweet Dose of Justice for a Bully. I imagine I probably should have picked a better title, but I wanted a title that kind of articulated what was going on in the video. We realize this may be disappointing news. It is. But it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. Why? Why is that your job? But I will get to that. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal this decision. Blah, 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 blah. And I have. I went through and I legitimately think they made a mistake. So I appealed this, or I'm about to anyways. So this is the appeal page where you go and you plead your case. And so basically, what I did here was I wrote an explanation of why I think it should be shown. It should be allowed to be a public video. So basically, here's what I wrote. The video I made was a commentary on bullying in both schooling environment and in general. In no way was I promoting or glorifying violence or bullying. Quite the contrary. I was highlighting and pointing out its repercussions and causes. I request the video be reviewed and reinstated. Thank you. So right now, you're all going to be witnesses. I'm going to submit this appeal to YouTube. We'll see if they ever get back to me. Go on. So there you have it. I got a video removed, and it's a form of censorship. But again, I couldn't think of a more apropos thing for me to happen. It happened to me because I've been kind of in this gray area where I understand, and I've sort of defended these platforms like YouTube and Twitter and Facebook for enforcing their TOA and their community guidelines and having to kick people off or censor people for certain things that they decide is not going to be on their platform. On the other hand, I don't like the fact that I was the one who got censored. I don't like that. Nobody does. Everybody feels like they should be able to say what they want in whatever manner they want. But again, it gets murky when you're on the internet and you're using platforms that are owned by other people and they have, clear and concise guidelines that nobody reads. I didn't read it. I never do. I've never read the TOS on any platform I use because they are long and dense and stupid and boring. Nobody does. You'll only start reading them when it becomes a problem, So, I understand. I get it. YouTube gets, several 100,000 hours of video uploaded daily or weekly or some insane number of hours of footage and content that people upload to their servers every single day. And they have algorithms who just scan all of that content for various things like buzzwords and copyrighted material and statements that people make or whatever. It scans all that and it flags it and then immediately pulls it off. And then, you have to go through this appeal process. So I get it. I understand, but I don't like it. So it's here I am in the midst of this. Do I feel like my freedom of speech has been impeded, or violated in some way? No, not really. Again, I'm a firm believer in the freedom of speech and the First Amendment, obviously, but also I am fully aware and I totally understand that these are private companies who call the shots. They get to call the shots. One could make the case that these should be public utilities. I would vote for that. If it was up for a vote, I would vote for that. Like this YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and the other communication platforms should be public utilities and we pay for them via taxes or some other source that we all contribute to. And then we have more say in what goes up and what comes down. Maybe that. I don't know how that would work or how it would be regulated, but I would be for that. I would be. But right now they're private companies and there's nothing I can do. So that happened. And now, ironically enough, it just gave me content for the next day to talk about. So see how that works. So that was interesting little run-in with YouTube's pretty strict and rigid policies about what they allow, what they don't allow. So we'll see if I get it reinstated. It was a really good video. I thought it was anyways. I mean, I hate bullies. I hate bullying. And I hate watching people get bullied. And when I see a bully get bullied, it just, love it. It's cathartic. So hopefully I get to show everybody that video. So, and that's all I have to say.
Dirty.
Filthy.
Mucky.